Welcome to my Monday morning ministry minute. I am cheating and recording on Sunday so that it is up and ready to go for you all this week. What I wanted to talk about was what the middle school group spoke about in our Bible study on Wednesday night. And it's a topic that's super important to all of us, but especially middle school youth in the military community where you're moving around so much. I know many of you out there are military families that are listening to this, so this is also really, really important for the adults that are paying attention as we move from place to place so frequently. We talked about friends, and the main verse that we stuck on quite a bit was Proverbs 13:20, and it reads, "Walk with the wise and become wise, associate with fools and get in trouble." And that's from the New Living Translation, and it's straightforward and simple. We hang out with people that are doing dumb things, we're going to start doing dumb things with them. We hang out with people that are wise, that are smart, that are doing things they need to be doing, we're going to get smarter. The kids are really easily able to relate to this when we talk about the things they do in school. We talk about the friends they hang out with and the kinds of people that they're hanging out with, and whether or not they're those groups of people that they spend time with that they are better around. I work really hard to try to associate myself with people that are much better than I am so that I strive to be like them. An example that's super easy for me to use with these guys that they understand is I have a terrible potty mouth, and when I'm around certain people, it comes out a lot more. Not that they're necessarily cursing or doing those things, but for whatever reason, the words just fly out of my mouth. Then I have other groups of friends that when I'm around, those words don't even enter my mind. And so clearly, if I can control myself when I'm around those people, or I can control myself when I'm around youth, I can control myself when I'm around anybody. But just when you fall within certain groups of people, you start to behave maybe like them, or act differently than you want to be acting. So it was a really good example for them, and a really good reminder for myself on how I want to be and behave and act. The other really important thing about friendship, which we haven't yet talked about with my middle schoolers, is how important prayer is. And how many of you out there really think about the friends that you make, the friends that you're going to make, the friends that you already have, and really genuinely think about that in a prayerful way? I got to really experience this in a tremendous way when we moved from New York to Tennessee. And prior to that move, I was really rediscovering my faith, really getting back into the Bible, and really working hard to be a better person. And I spent a lot of time in prayer, praying over the friends that I was going to meet, praying that I would meet godly women, praying that I would meet women that would help me move along in my faith, help me move along in being a better person, helping me strive to be the person that God created and wanted me to be. And he did not disappoint me in any way, shape, or form, and he blessed me with the most tremendous friendships I think I've ever had. And part of that is, where I was when I was at that point in time, and I fully believe the other part of that is the amount of time I spent in prayer over those people. God put the exact right people in my life when I needed them most. When we first got to Campbell, I spent time at Protestant Women of the Chapel. I figure, hey, go to Bible study, you're going to meet the kind of people God wants you to be around. And the first friend that I made there was somebody that was a little bit more social in nature, somebody that helped me to get out and do some things that I probably wouldn't have wanted to do in a very non-threatening way. And we were really good for each other. When I started to get comfortable with her, the next person I met happened to be my facilitator of my Bible study. And she was somebody that challenged my faith in a way that was non-threatening. She made me think about things. She made me question things. And she moved me along in my journey of faith, and also became a tremendous friend that I got to grow with in so many ways. After I moved along in that friendship, I made many others, and then along the way came my best friend in the entire world, who's changed my life in so many ways. Well, had I met that third friend when I first arrived, we might not have been friends. It might not have worked out well. It might have been too much for me to handle. I might not have been ready for that setting, that situation. But she's truly somebody that has made me grow, that has helped me grow in my business, has helped me grow in my faith, has helped me grow as a friend, has helped me grow as a spouse, has done so many of those awesome things in my world. And all three of these particular ladies have done that. What's incredible is they're all three people that I talk to still on a consistent basis. And I know that a big part of why our relationships were so strong is because prayer was at the foundation of it. The other piece is One of these friends I literally pray for every single day in some way, shape, or form. And I want you to really think about the friends that you have, and is there somebody out there that you can be praying for in a particular way? This friend I pray for often while I'm walking my dog. I pray over her health. I pray over her marriage. I pray over all of the different facets of her life. I pray that she continue to be filled up with her faith, that God continues to pour into her so that she can pour out to so many. She works with kids and teenagers. She's such a big positive influence on so many people in her sphere of influence, who then influence so many others. So I'm constantly asking God to just fill her up in ways that that outpouring is just so evident. So just think about and pray about your friends. Who are they? Who do you want them to be? Who do you want to encounter along the way? I think it's really important, and again, I can't stress enough that the reason those friendships were so strong and so valuable and still so strong and evident in my life is because, again, they were based on prayer and that prayerful foundation. I know I've gone a lot longer than I intended to today, but it's something that's really important to me. Think about those friends that you have. Do you have those friends that are not uplifting to you in any way, that maybe they're dragging you down? And I'm not saying to just ditch them entirely, but maybe you don't need to be spending as much time with them. And that was a big thing that we talked about with the youth is, hey, I'm not saying to totally ditch them and not be friends with them, not to reach out to them, because maybe you're somebody that's there to help build them up in their life, but to be mindful of how they're influencing you and the time you spend with them. But the other piece that I really want you to think about is, who can you be praying for on a regular basis? Who can you just pour God's love and life into regularly, and see how that affects and changes their life, but brings you so much closer together? I'm going to wrap up with that. I hope that you have an incredibly blessed day, and I will see you next week.